just me some nourishment.
Only the freshest, oh spooky one. A grape fresh from the vine, your ghostliness. A banana peeled to your liking, your incorporealness.
One watermelon fresh from the manure field, your spookiness.
Like most of you, this yellow guy here filled my childhood with lots of laughs, and I can honestly remember so many mornings watching SpongeBob right before going to school. And it's always such a blast going back and watching these episodes over and over again and seeing the jokes you missed when you were smaller. Like this one, for example.
Gary! I was just looking for the sports channel.
Now, recently I rewatched the episode Bubble Buddy, and I noticed something a bit off about this character here. He's very selfish and has almost no care in the world. How could I have missed this growing up? Is Bubble Buddy a psychopath? We'll find out today on Cartoon Theory. Let's get started. What is a psychopath? Well, I ventured out to find a definition of psychopathy, and when I say ventured, I mean I just searched psychopath definition on Google and clicked the first link I saw. And what I found was a list of symptoms. Let's take a look at these. Now, I'm going to use this website symptoms as a guideline, and I'll go on to show you guys more symptoms, but out of the 8 symptoms that we see here, Bubble Buddy clearly exhibits 5 of them. The other 3 he slightly shows throughout the episode, but keep in mind we would probably need more information on him to really exhibit these 3 symptoms specifically, and we only have 1 episode to work off of. That's also an important detail that I feel like you guys should keep in mind going into this theory. I'm only going off of 1 episode. This all happens in 1 day. Now, I don't know about you, but a person exhibiting all of these in 1 day, now that is one scary bubble. He exhibits all these symptoms in the first day of his creation. So let's go to the first example. In the first example, we see he leaves the Krusty Krab without paying for his food, or in other words, he cons Mr. Krabs out of money. Now, I feel as though this specific situation fits under problems with the law, as Bubble Buddy is paying with bubble money, knowing full well that it's worthless in the real world. However, this could also be seen as violating the rights of others, such as Mr. Krabs having the right to be paid for granting such a good service to his customer. Much later in the episode, we see him exhibit a lack of remorse and empathy when he literally lets a person die in front of him. He shows almost no remorse or guilt for allowing this man right here to die. And we know this is true because later in the episode, he reveals that he's able to walk and talk. Why didn't he do anything at all to help this man? Not even something as simple as getting someone else to help him. And before anyone says anything in the comments, we know for a fact that Bubble Buddy is in fact capable of movement on his own, as we see him leave during the end of the episode by himself. So surely he would have been able to do something to help out this poor fish. Moreover, he exhibits shallow emotions. We know this because of the example from before. He shows a lack of remorse for this man right here, and he also just gets up and leaves at the end of the episode without saying much to his creator. SpongeBob doesn't even get a grand goodbye. Bubble Buddy just says a very casual goodbye to SpongeBob at the end of the episode, and it's as if he doesn't really care about SpongeBob that much and chooses to just leave within the first day of his creation. To add on to that, we see SpongeBob become increasingly worried and scared throughout the episode, while in contrast to this, Bubble Buddy is as cool as a cucumber. He has no worry in the world about what is happening around him and simply chooses to worry about himself. In addition to all of this, he also displays social irresponsibility. One major example of this in the episode is when he takes way too long in the bathroom, which he knows has a long line of people waiting to just use this one bathroom. Now, one other symptom not listed here on the website, it is a well-known fact that people that are diagnosed with psychopathy have this constant need for stimulation. Near the end of the episode, he displays this constant need for stimulation as he does not move when everyone around him is holding needles. Obviously, we know that this would be the equivalent to any of us being stuck in a room surrounded by people holding knives and guns and having them all pointed at us. Now, I don't know about you, but if I were put in this situation, believe me, I would try my best to get out, or at least look a little worried at the situation. Bubble Buddy simply stands there because he needs to feel the thrill and the adrenaline rush from the situation. Consider the fact that he also exhibits all of these symptoms in the span of 1 day. There's no telling what he does after he leaves Bikini Bottom. This whole episode is just a telling of how psychotic Bubble Buddy is. Throughout the episode, he constantly uses others for his own gain and accepts none of the responsibility for his actions. And therefore, at the very least, he has some form of psychopathy. Now, at this point, this is all just speculation. But we can actually get some form of confirmation that he is in fact a psychopath. How, you may ask? Well, if we look at a further episode in the series titled Bubble Buddy Returns, we see his son, Shiny, is starting to exhibit the same symptoms of psychopathy as his dad. And we all know that kids learn best from their parents, so if his kid is willing to act like this all the time, then it's no coincidence that Bubble Buddy wreaked havoc on Bikini Bottom once. He definitely did it all on purpose. In the episode with Shiny, we see him causing mayhem throughout the entire Bikini Bottom the same way his dad did. The first instance is he causes mayhem in Squidward's house for no apparent reason other than for his own self-pleasure. He then makes his way out of the house, not caring about what he runs into, regardless of the amount of danger around him. Shiny then makes the Krusty Krab a place of chaos when he makes the floors slippery in order for the customers to not be able to walk around safely and possibly even injure some of them. He even goes places where he knows Bubbles shouldn't go. For example, he walks straight into the Bikini Bottom Pin Factory, the Scissor Works, and the Pitchfork Pantry. He goes to all of these places without a care in his mind, just like his old man did. It would make sense for his child to grow up to be like himself too, because all of the actions we see exemplified in Bubble Buddy's son point to the fact that Bubble Buddy is indeed a psychopath. That was theory, guys. Let me know what you guys think of it. Comment your own personal fan theories or anything you guys want me to cover in the future, or if you guys see a Reddit theory you guys like, you want me to make a video on it, anything like that, just let me know in the comments, guys. I have a lot more time now, so I'm gonna try and make more videos, but no promises. Obviously, you guys know that I'm not really that consistent on this channel, but I do have a lot more time nowadays, so we'll see what's going on in the near future. See you all next time, and thanks for watching.